Hi, I'm your online psychologist and welcome to today's session. I hope you've all liked the In a Minute video on eating disorders I did, and I hope you'll like today's regular video. Today we've got the question from a psychology student about schizophrenia, and we've got an anonymous question about not being heard. Let's start with the schizophrenia question first. I can imagine this is too theoretical for some, so if you'd rather just check out the not being heard question, click somewhere around here. I think I'll put down an arrow. Right, Denise from the Philippines, which I think is awesome that it's from the other side of the world, asked if people with schizophrenia can function, which she means capable of working, studying, because we know that those who have schizophrenia are dysfunctional and impaired. But I've watched a short blog of a girl who has schizophrenia, and she can explain all of what's happening to her. She knows it all, she's aware, she's so conscious and aware about her condition and what's happening to her and to her environment. She knows what is real from unreal, and for one example is just her hallucination and delusion. She can explain everything. She speaks like she's normal, I mean like she's not schizophrenic. She sent me the person in question as well, which is Grace Nicole, and I'll put down her channel in the description below for anyone who's interested so that, well, you can check it out. Now, to answer your question, Denise, it depends. In big questions in psychology, it is always, it depends. In this case, it depends on the psychosis someone's had. It depends on the amount of psychosis, on the symptoms in the psychosis. It depends on the duration of the psychosis. And personal factors play a big part as well. For example, things like intelligence, genetics, social economic class can all hugely benefit or impair the recovery from a psychosis. Having a psychosis is almost always a huge impact on someone's life, both internally and externally. The exception, however, is the brief psychotic disorder, which is a diagnosis for someone who has had a psychosis for at least a day, but not longer than a month. After this psychosis, the patient can, but will not always, recover to his or her pre-morbid conditions within a month after the psychosis. It's also called the time-limited schizophrenia. I hope that answers your question, Denise. Next up is the anonymous question, from whom we'll call Nice Natalie. Natalie writes, "I'm too nice. People use that. I never say no. My opinion will never be heard because I don't say it. I'm afraid of what others might think." Now, Natalie, this isn't much to go on, but to me it sounds like you're having difficulties in being assertive. Assertiveness means being able to stand up for yourself. Having difficulties in being assertive could be a consequence of many psychological problems, though it could very well also be just a social skill you need to work on. The content of such a training is too much for me to cover in a video like this, but mainly through general practitioners, psychologists and psychiatrists you could get into one of those trainings. You could also enroll by yourself, to which I must add that this isn't like an online course you could take. It's working with a group of people who have the same problem, and through, for example, role-playing exercises, you could improve in saying no and standing up for yourself. To which I'd also like to add that role-playing games always are scary in the beginning, but I promise you that you'll be happy that you did it. You could also practice with a friend if that's easier to begin with. Let your opinion be heard, Natalie. I hope this helps you in standing up for yourself. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because I can do cooler stuff with YouTube when I have at least 100 subscribers. Contact me with questions through Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, email, Twitter, and like the video. Be ready for the next In a Minute video. See you then.
See you then.